Men don't cheat with emotions. Then on the other hand, if a woman cheats on you, my dear, there's 60% to 70% chance that she might not really like you anymore like she used to. Because I am emotionally wired to the point that if I should make up my mind to cheat on my boyfriend, he is lacking somewhere.
Hello guys, welcome to the Abuja Podcast, and today we'll be discussing about relationship and cheating. And in today's episode, I have here with me two amazing, pretty, beautiful, sexy,
Talk to me.
So allow them to introduce themselves properly, because actually I like the way Bethel on my left hand introduces herself. You will like it. So Bethel.
My name is Betty Butter, aka Shabalala Baby, Madame Lava Shaba Baby. If you're with me, say aye. Let's go.
And on my right hand we have Juria, Ria of Abuja. Yes, Juliet of Ria's Glam.
Hi guys. Hi guys. My name is Ria. I'm the CEO of Ria Glams. I'm a makeup artist by profession. So yeah.
Okay, you guys are welcome to this episode. Okay, so my first question goes like this. What do you think about cheating in a relationship? Let me start with you, Betty.
Oh, well, I have a problem with cheating generally, regardless of the societal values. Of course, in Nigeria, in quotes, the normal tradition for Nigeria is a man can always get away with cheating. But when reverse is the case, there's always a problem of, oh, a woman cannot cheat. Oh, no, it's a taboo and blah, 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 blah. Why should a man be allowed to cheat when it's a problem for a woman? And unconsciously, I think it all goes back to our parents, because they treat these boys, or they train them into feeling like they cannot go wrong in the eyes of a woman. And we ladies on the other side were molded to satisfy a man. Why are you molding me to satisfy a man? Why can't you mold a man to also satisfy a woman regardless of cheating or not? Like now, if I want to broaden the whole thing, aside cheating, of course, cheating is the topic for today. Sure. But then again, if you look at it very well, most men are not even trained to wash their plates after eating. Yeah. Most men are not even trained to clean. That's true. They don't know these things, and they just feel like, oh, it's the woman's duty or it's the lady's duty. But it's more intense than all of this. If a woman can be trained to stick to her husband through thick and thin, if a woman can be trained to always know how to clean the house, always know how to take care of the home, why can't a man be trained the same way? Why can't our African parents inculcate the same values they try so much to inculcate on we ladies, on the men? So on it, I have a problem with cheating. But regardless, if cheating should be legalized, it should be legalized for the women too, so that they're able to go and cheat. Yes, girl. And come back. And somebody come and tell me, you have to forgive your husband. He's your husband. He's a woman that keeps the home. What home?
So what you're saying is, if a guy can cheat, then a lady is also allowed to cheat.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you this question. Is it, let's say your partner, probably your boyfriend, cheats on you. Is it right for you to go back and cheat on him because he cheated on you?
Oh, well, to be honest, I would say something really off, but I don't know. I'm not giving an excuse for cheating, but realistically, right?
Yeah.
Men do not cheat with emotions. Men just like testing waters. Yes, girl.
I love that your point.
They like testing waters. I am not encouraging cheating. I am
but
not.
Is it that particular point? Men like testing the waters.
They like testing waters. They are very testy beings.
Because they love this person.
No, they do not.
You get?
Yes, they do not.
They still know their background.
Yes. In fact, I have some of these men in my DM. They will tell you, I have a girlfriend. Go straight in the DM. Yo. They'll tell you, there are men that are very strict like that. They love their girl so much. They say, say I get babe.
They
are very slick like that. And so you just...
These girls are still...
They'll just cut one in straight.
So, for me now, I think it's not really the guy's problem. It's the ladies. You're not being forced into this thing. Do you get?
But you should have a control regardless, right? You should train your mind. Because it's not like I don't have temptations to. I have. I work now. I'm exposed to different categories of men. As a hot babe. Yes, so like it's just me. I'm just intentionally training myself. So I think a man should do the same thing too. That's the thing. Like for me, like I was saying, back to my point. The point is, men don't cheat with emotions. Then on the other hand, if a woman cheats on you, my dear, there's 60% to 70% chance that she might not really like you anymore like she used to. Because I am emotionally wired to the point that if I should make up my mind to cheat on my boyfriend, he is lacking somewhere. He's doing something really wrong that is pushing me to the other side. Money aside, but I know you're boy.
You lie. You cannot.
You cannot put money aside. Don't even go there. I will not agree with you.
Oh my God. Okay, should we talk about this money thing?
Let's talk about the money.
Okay, do you know ladies have tunnel visions? Have you not seen women that are so in love? I know they see you. Now my boyfriend that they see straight up. Listen, they talk how much you
Waiting date the boyfriend.
what's it going for now?
Waiting date that
I'm not
boyfriend.
saying my
The
boyfriend.
boyfriend pocket empty. I've been loaded. The boyfriend pocket empty. I've been loaded.
He loaded now, normal. But I'm not saying, but you always meet somebody better than your partner. You always meet somebody prettier than your girlfriend. You always meet somebody bowler bigger than your boyfriend's. Yes, isn't it true?
You see that bowler pass? It's not by how big, it's by how well.
It's not that exact. I know.
You get.
I know.
So if you go and find somebody that have big bowler than your boyfriend, but your boyfriend own is normal, but he know how to use the machine very well.
You know one thing, it's the cheating thing.
Yeah.
I always love being neutral when it comes to issues like this. Okay. It's never a gender-based kind of thing for me. What a man can do. A man can do what? Better. You don't hear him. Better. Yeah. So for me now, cheating is a thing of the mind. I don't believe in things like, oh, I have a boyfriend, I'm loyal, I'm faithful, I'm this. I always believe, for me, before I can affirm our relationship, it has to be on the basis of we are already like legally married. Before I can be like, okay, yeah, I'm taking this way too personal. Don't expect, you can only speak for myself now as a single lady right now, and they want me to be true to you like 100. It's not possible. Like the saying goes, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If not,
No, wait.
You get what I'm saying?
Don't put
all your eggs in one basket. Yes, you have multiple options.
Baskets that you are sharing, but eggs.
Can I have multiple? No, I have to land first. Okay. Look at land. You need to have options. You need these options. Able to fill out the ones that are necessary or unnecessary. This cheating you're talking about, cheating. To me, it saves your sanity. Because I can be in a relationship with Sonny now, for example, and I know that this relationship is based on you did your own, I did my own. When I need you, I holla, you show, you go. That way I don't have any transactional kind of relationship. I'm not holding you to ransom that Sonny, how far? I saw you with one girl holding hands on the at the mall or on the streets. To me, it saves your mental health, because you know that even if you see these things, you're already sane. When you now tell us, okay, no, I have a relationship that I'm actually very sure this person. End of the day, you now find this person is cheating on you secretly. What hurts more than that? So it's better you are aware of this situation before it creeps into you. So for me, cheating is a legalized something. No one should come and tell me that cheating is a sin. It's a sin, quite right, but it saves you that sanity.
So what will you have to say about that for married couples?
See, this is the thing. I always tell couples, before you get married, marriage is a very huge institution whereby it has it's like a school. It's an endless journey of learning. I can meet someone today and then tomorrow that person acts in a different manner. But it now takes a whole wind of compromise and forgiveness to attribute a partner for a very long time. So if you know that this is your partner, one thing, not just this straight, this is your partner. Beforehand, leave that partner. If you know that you're not done testing the water, so do not end up getting married. If you want to be a guy, you go on the streets, or please stick to that part and save these young girls the stress, emotional damage. That thing fucks you with your mental mindset, because once a girl is actually dealt with in this relationship now, that the next guy will suffer.
You know this thing with cheating in relationship. It's not something that you plan. And I used to tell people that you can get married to your partner, and probably before making that decision, you've made up your mind that, okay, I don't want to cheat on my partner again. And then after the marriage, probably after 1, 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, with social media these days, you just scroll to your Instagram one day and you're seeing one hot girl with baby W body, showing you boobs, twerking, and you know these things. You might not fall for it immediately, but probably there's a possibility that this thing might get to you one day and you eventually cheat on your partner.
You get? So it's not something that you say, okay, this person plans to cheat. Do you get? I know there are some people that actually, and they have it in their mind already, but let's say for those people that don't plan it, but eventually happen, what do you have to say about that? You cannot blame them for that.
Sorry,
Especially when they come clean to you and tell you that, oh, babe, I cheated, please forgive me, and you definitely forgive them. Or what do you think?
Regardless of the human factor,
Yes.
first of all, the whole cheating thing is not because your partner doesn't want you to cheat on them. It is for yourself first. For your moral standard.
Your moral meant
Your moral standard. So if me as a person is not going to cheat on my boyfriend because I am going to hurt him, I am getting it all wrong. Totally. But I have to not cheat because it is against my personal moral upbringing. It's against my personal school of thought. It's my personal standard. So it's all about me first. I'm not going to try to please you. I don't care if you like a girl that cheats or not. It's about me. Why am I going to school? I'm not going to school because I want Dangote to marry me because I'm educated. I am going to school because I want to learn. Hold on, let me learn. Because I want to learn. I want to build myself. So why am I not cheating? I'm not cheating because personally to achieve me, it will help me achieve the things I want to achieve in the long run, right? So it's about me first.
I feel like you're not cheating because you've not gotten that platform or that opportunity or that right thing to cheat on. That's why.
I don't think that's the case.
Not the case with that.
Not the case.
I don't
Now
think
the
that's
case-
not the case. You know why I say so. You know why I say so. You know why I say that's not the case. Would you tell me that the reason why I'm not being a Muslim is because I don't have a reason not to become a Muslim, or the reason why she's not being a Christian is because she has not really had
different.
No, it's not different now. It's contextual application. Now listen, now let me learn. Is it because she has not seen the right scenario to convert to a Christian? Now the thing is, people hold certain things with very high value, with adamant value. Like there's nothing that can change this my school of thought. I have stamped and sealed it. I can say that about her, and she can say that about me too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? There's nothing that can really, maybe if it will even shake me, it will take a while and a lot of work.
That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. It takes a lot of time
Listen now.
and a lot of work.
Listen,
But
there's 1%
once
of the
that
1%.
opportunity is like present itself,
It
like,
happens.
It happens.
It happens, right?
Let's say you are this faithful type of girlfriend that you like being faithful, and there's this nice guy that just shows up all of a sudden.
My man kind of type.
He's sweet. He has money. He has the right body. He's just everything you can think of in a guy. Do you get? And he starts showing you this sweet attitude and all of that. He keeps texting you in the morning, sending you breakfast. In fact, before even doing anything with you, he eventually sent you like a card that you can travel to any part of the country and swipe, make your shoppings, do all of everything. You know, this type of thing you get. And probably your boyfriend at that point is not giving you that treat. He's not as wealthy as the other guy. We are human beings. One way or the other, you're already accepting gifts from this guy. It will get to you and you will eventually fall for that guy. And do you know, cheating is not just when you go and sleep with the person. The moment you start chatting with this person, you are already considering.
Once they start having your attention,
cheating
has started happening. And I put to you now that most of the ladies out there that are in committed relationships, some of them are in there because of society. Okay, I've been this person for a very long time. Make I just push aside, go marry him. But if they have the opportunity that there is this guy, see, every lady has a dream guy. Even if you have a boyfriend now, you still have a dream guy. Even if you're married, you still have a dream man. Just that you didn't have the opportunity to actually meet that dream person. What I'm saying is you can have girls that tell you, be loyal, girl, be loyal, my boyfriend, I like him, this one. Let me tell you, baby girl, when you meet that guy that starts filling you up with certain things like one, you see that's attention. That's huge attention that comes to number one. I call you in the morning, or Sonny calls me in the morning now. He's checking up on me. I didn't ask him for anything.
The truth is,
and suddenly, Sonny credits me.
Be caring to that person.
You
Just display your money.
Sonny credits me.
It's not about money.
Money is everything.
You cannot say it's not all about money.
There are some people that
Money facilitates. Money makes things easy. Money.
it might make things easy. It might make things easy. There are some people that Sonny. Let me tell you my own personal secret. Do you know you can be so rich? You can be so rich that when you open your mouth to talk, you are saying rubbish, and I'm turned off.
It's a lie. That money.
No, hold on. That one and that. Let me see you go turn off.
That money.
Time you go turn on.
That money will turn you on.
Wait, hold on.
What are you saying, Beto?
Now hold on.
I'm speaking nonsense.
I'm not speaking from a broke girl perspective. I have my own money, right?
See,
I have my own money.
Every lady have a price.
Enough.
Yes, and every level have a price.
Man, it's down to you yourself as
Better if I credit you money now stupidly. Won't you take that money?
I'm saying nonsense and I'm crediting your account.
Guys, I will collect the money. I'm not saying no to money. Wait, I'll collect the money now.
You know that you start.
The moment you start accepting gifts from that person, there's a chance that you eventually fall for it.
Don't be chance. You don't fall.
Is it one money cannot do? More money can do.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So nice.
I'm not.
The conqueror, the champion is here.
So,
You never hear this saying, the emperor, the conqueror, the champion is here. Hey, who's up, ready,
buy
See, I tell you, never have you ever been in love?
Which love?
I'm talking about love, not be money kind of.
As in genuine love.
Like love will hold you for neck.
No, don't hold me for neck.
Now they say you for neck. And they tell you so you get some kind of love will go put you for work.
Now, hands on love, that one. Now,
You know there's still people that are in love with their high school boyfriends.
Yes.
Those
But
kind
for the
of
back,
love.
until they run for the back, show you down now.
You see those people that are still in love with their high school boyfriend, they still have one boyfriend somewhere.
They check them on a regular.
Sonny, imagine you now.
Yes.
You're the ideal guy.
Yes.
You might not have everything right, but you did try for me as a babe. I mean, maybe the babe normally, I'm very contented. My natural inborn tendency. Hold on now. There are people like that. I'm telling you, there are men that don't cheat. I will still say they do.
You might think you are contented, but once you
Sonny,
see that
hold on.
opportunity,
Hold on. You don't need to be contented to have so much money.
Okay.
You can be contented with 1 naira, 5 naira, unconsciously. Hold on now. You know,
better. I cannot be content. Get anybody 25 naira we buy.
no, it's just an illustration.
Okay.
It's just an illustration.
Let's make
right?
like
I'm saying that.
actual illustration.
Okay, let me use an actual illustration. For example, now, but I always have 2 million naira in my account.
Yes.
And of course, there are times when I never had 2 million naira in my account.
Yeah.
And you know, they shake me normally.
Yes.
Do you feel like me that I've always had 2 million naira in my account? Sometimes circumstances, maybe it's unforeseen occurrence will happen and that money drops. Do you think I will panic? I might not necessarily panic. You know why?
Right.
Because unconsciously, I have built my mind to accept that there are times when it is not always like this. I'm talking about real life emotional situations that will hold you so down to your
Okay.
values.
Better now.
Okay.
Talk about emotional real life something. You never did a situation we say don't hold you for neck. Where your eye go press, come outside like they go hold you like if say you need money. And you have one guy where you know say they see every girl has 2 guys chasing them, even if you tell them I'm married in their DMs. Every girl, when that guy starts telling you things like how you doing, from your voice you can tell that this girl not doing all right. Let me tell you, a guy that is persistent will pester you to the point that you won't tell him what they do. You even the things where go do you have to go tell him.
Yes.
Then he now credits you. What if you he said 2 million? He now gives you like 10 million. Better. Let me tell you, if before if that guy texts you and you go reply 1 hour, baby girl, once you don't see that money, as he message you, 2 seconds you don't reply.
So who says you have to reply? You have to pay back sexually.
Now it's forget sexually. That thing is sexually now with time it dey follow.
You know why?
It's not even a matter of forget.
I said.
Gerard, it's not even a
You know
matter
why I
of
said this.
better. It's not even about matter of forget sexually. The truth is, that guy coming to you in the first place, we know what he wants.
Yes, honey. Not
Let's say he wants to actually date you.
Okay.
Even though you guys start dating, he'll definitely have sex with you.
Definitely.
There are some guys that don't even want to date you. They just want to get down with you straight up. In fact, some guys will come to you direct and tell you that, hey, this
Very
is what I
blunt,
want.
yes.
Blunt, they are blunt. They'll tell you, this is what I want.
Do you know that
Do you get?
some ladies are in relationship that they've dated somebody so much that the person is now like their brother. Like I've dated you. I've grown so fond of.
I can't hide anything from you.
Like you are my guy. We say normally you know people they credit me steady. And somehow, so I know you're going to say maybe the girl is to have something to do at the back. And honestly, there's always 1% of the 1% of those people that know that this boy knows these people. Loki knows people where they credit me steady.
That boy now. See,
No be
as
steady
long as that guy keeps crediting that girl,
Now the man should go credit him by replying him.
there's a
She gonna
chance that
reply.
one day she'll consider that person credit.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you the fact. Do you know what is money?
See, let me tell you
let's say she starts crediting her like probably 5 million every month, and she's not responding. The next month he ups it. She didn't respond. He keeps upping the money. No. There's a chance that she will now be like, this guy, what if I give this guy what he wants? He might do more stuff to me. Like, he might give me more things, like give me access to more things that I need. You get? She'll start trying to consider that guy, give that guy opportunity.
See,
the moment you start accepting money from guys,
cheating don't start already now.
He sent it the first time you accept. You smile, you laugh, you
don't tell your home girls, Steph. You don't tell your home girls, I don't catch one maga. They don't credit me. That kind of thing. They can't give you ginger. Say, babe.
Some guys will even do like they don't even want anything from you. That they're your girl.
And now,
I know that guy.
And my brother in the Lord. That's right. God bless you.
That lie you. No guy will give any girl anything. Maybe saying
for free
anything in return.
Can I say something?
See, sorry, but
deep down, that guy where they give you things for free, bro. It's not guy him be, not man him be. He go still.
Yeah.
They look up to something. Maybe say, this babe, make her just a pump her this morning.
Now let me tell you guys something.
Then when I come with my request, you get.
It will get to it.
Now you'll be to be like you have been put on a spot now because you don't want to lose that money he's sending to you, because if he rejects his offer, there's a chance that he's not going to send you that money again. And you know what I mean? Imagine the guy crediting you 50 million every month, 100 million every month. Would you better, let's be sincere, you one guy did they credit you 100 million every month?
She don't dey blush already. She don't dey blush. Cheating don't dey blush.
No. Would you want to stop?
Cheating don't stand.
Would you want to lose that amount of money?
Okay, so then let me
just like that. The money you don't work for.
I like speaking with the example, practical example. Let's assume me as the babe that somebody used to credit 100 million monthly, right? And maybe I had this example with somebody who has been crediting me 100 million monthly. Eventually, I gave in one time. Then maybe he stopped pumping me money, right?
Yeah.
I've had like 2 or 3 examples like that. Do you know this your current new guy that pumps 100 million, you know, go to shake me? Because I know, say, the moment where I give him to this boy, that money go stop to the come. Unconsciously now, I'll feel like, let this boy keep sending. Once it stops. I don't really care again. And now, let me give another example. On the man side,
that first month,
hold on
you
now.
did not see the alert.
Now,
you don't to pick up your phone and call him.
Sonny, hold on the man side.
Okay?
Let me tell you something you don't know. You see all those men that used to see pump money. Do you know there are some wasted investment they've done too? They pump, they get no greed.
That is why they're called life investors. They're called life investors. Maybe I tell you something now better. Yeah, they're called life investors. Because they don't plan their lives so much to get to a certain level. I want to enjoy my life and help others. I know one thing again.
Money because it's not.
Yeah, nothing to them.
It's not like a waste for them. I don't care.
There are some people they've done it with and did not succeed.
And there's one funny thing.
And there are some people that have actually had those experiences already that knows this pattern. And babes men do.
See, to get to a point, yes, a lady, a girl will be pumping you money. You know, go demand anything from you. Maybe highest way go do. See, you go post for your snap. People like, you just like it or just watch it. Maybe just send you one emoji looking, nice look. Baby girl, he credits you. It will get to a point. Now you by yourself, if you post, you go say, looking nice, looking sharp. Cheating don't start to. See, you by yourself, then you go carry yourself up for the cheating. Sure, you know.
Me, I still believe that.
Oh, they believe
I know. There are some people that still have the traditional perspective.
No, what does be that? Now, really ask girls. That's now. Not be village girls. Make girls.
Okay, so forget not being making. You know, there are still some Gen Zs. When you talk to them, you know that this Gen Z, they are not Gen Z. You know, they are like they have millennial school of thought.
Yeah,
there are people like that. I've met people, young girls. Say, I have my friend's sister. I don't want to call her name here. She's 22.
She'll not go cast now for this podcast.
And she's very straight. She's 22, but when she speaks to you, this girl talks like somebody that is 35 years old.
Yeah.
She talks like our forefathers.
Yeah.
You know why?
Go on, man.
They're talking good, they mad you. You know why? Because I'm like, okay, if somebody like this is still holds her traditional value or school of thought like this, if there's one person, there are 2 persons. If there are 2 persons, there are 3 persons. If there are 3 persons, there are 4 persons.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it boils down to you as an individual.
I don't dispute the fact, but what is the percentage ratio?
that I keep asking.
Good girl, no they pay. Oh. I hope you heard that. Our Bobo once said that. So if you remember on this table. But see, this cheating something, not be cheating they call them. They call them life investor. Trying to help somebody in need. Which are going to be cheating. Poverty elevation scheme.
Do you understand?
They help us.
So let's assume the lady was financially stable.
Make a boss of it, Betty. No woman they ever they contented when it comes to money.
I don't think so,
No, because never say I'm not missing no the happen.
I don't think so. I don't think so. He was saying that social media is the greatest factor, blah blah blah.
And the factor now
increases cheating. But do you know, in this 21st century, there are people that don't even hold Instagram so much like we both do.
On a scale of what? On a scale of 1 to 10, can you give
to 10, like maybe 2 to 3%.
On a scale of influence, okay?
Yes,
as social media influence, external influence, okay?
But the high number is at the other side.
Yes, you can, of course. It's the 21st century. Technology should lead.
Mm-hmm.
So you always have them as the higher number. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking about regardless of technology infiltration, right? There are still people who are not so crazy about these things. As I'm talking to you now, I don't even open Facebook again. I know
that because now old school
done now. There are still people that hold Facebook like it's all their life.
Yeah.
And Facebook still pays, right? I'm just saying that it has shifted from Facebook being the thing to IG to TikTok. It has shifted from to go to iMessages to something else. And maybe to keep shifting and still will shift. But I'm still telling you that as the world is shifting, there are still people that will remain old school, whether you like it or not. There are people that will never buy Bone Straight. If you like, maybe they sell Bone Straight of 1 million, 1 billion. If they reduce Bone Straight to 5 naira, there are still people that will stick to kinky.
Normal.
There are still people that wants to braid with attachment to 2,000, 1,000. There are people like that. Not because they don't have. You might even hardly see me wearing earring. It's just my kind of person. Not because I cannot buy an earring also, but it's just, I'm not to hold them like this, say, I want to go and buy earring. I want to go and buy. It's
now make a boss your brain now.
I'm just trying to give you an example, relatable experience that this thing shifts as an individual. If I don't like this thing, means I can still not want to do this. I can still not because the world is doing it. I should be influenced by it. So
let me tell you something now. When I keep giving references, mean that real life this they give on here, real life story.
Okay.
But I don't want casting for this podcast.
And it's okay.
Just majority of ladies now have every lady has a fake birthday date. I mean, you don't get.
I get.
You get. I mean, you don't get. I'm not touching to be that. Every lady gets fake birthday dates, and now see when I talk about social media now, because of the pressure that it has on we women.
Okay.
You know, women were easily convinced into things more than men. When I say this is, you go see normal girl, we go fake birthday now. Go even go higher, buy flower, roses, tell her fake boyfriends that it's her birthday. So now imagine you're in that scenario now. The guy where you the Sean sees can't say, it's Betty's birthday now. Credit you. Then send you Range Rover Velar 2020 now. You will tell me say no go consider that man. I mean, go say no, thank you, take your gift and go back.
What is my current?
Betty, see you done the blush already. You done the fall for this.
What is my current?
You just they hold on. This
my current boyfriend doing?
Now the problem with that.
It is this.
Now then you come the question, you say, what am I doing with Daniel like this?
Oh,
what am I doing with Daniel? God, when? When?
That's when you now realize.
Oh my God.
Daniel is not even.
They fuck up.
Okay, now can I counter this your opinion? What if Range Rover Velar is really not my thing?
Not be your team, but go be your team when you don't see her. You don't hold the key like this. You don't press and pew. It's like,
you can naturally not entice me with.
But this one, it go entice you better.
How do you know?
Not because you want to put your man like this.
The point is, it's not just the Range Rover Velar.
Okay.
The point is this person having the capacity to give you this level of gift? Do you understand? Now, you are not just considering the car. Is the... This guy go hold. This guy go
hold. This guy if he do more than this
as gifts. Maybe that Bentley where the no be Range Rover. If it give me that Bentley, you understand? So it's not a matter of the Range Rover. What we are trying to say is this: if that guy is wealthy enough, do you get? And he showers you with gifts.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Now
you go drop now.
One day.
Woman needs are insatiable in sense that you can never get contented with what you have. When you now have a divine helper, who am I to say no?
But you're so focused on the now. Me, I'm looking at the long term. What's later? I say they're not sustainable, guy. What is it you are saying? They're not sustainable.
Better.
You know what I'm saying? They are not sustainable.
Do you know what I just realized that you're just trying to focus on the sweet part of the relationship.
Yes.
Let's look at it for what it is.
Okay.
And in the current situation we are, like in the world generally, let's try and see it from the real point of view, like what is currently happening. Do you get? The truth is, majority of ladies, we go for a guy that is always showering and they will fall. They will fall.
There was one movie they released though recent. I can't remember the name. Is it Valentine's Day? No.
I real life scene.
I know.
So they just swim, they judge
it's not about. It's not the film set was not even supporting my opinion. It was something like what you're trying to explain. The movie, I think Valentine, I can't really remember. It was on Netflix. So the girl is this very churchos girl. All this, she has not relaxed her hair. She has natural hair, conk Christian and all. So she was supposed to pay her rent. The rent was like 500K. She had this very God-fearing boyfriend. The boy did not have money at that time and all. So she had to go and sleep with one guy that was always on her DM, like you were trying to explain. So now I think the real life part of the whole cheating thing is what you're trying to explain to me now. Like maybe there are times when things get bad and you don't have a choice, Abi.
That's the point.
Okay, now, do you know that, Sonny? I don't know, but it gets things go take bad, reach bad. If your boyfriend is not doing anything or putting effort, you just naturally know that this person, the way forward is to cheat. So, but there's some practical.
Let's say he's putting, like he's trying,
but
the
this
effort
guy
not reach
on
the other man.
side, they put effort with that pressure,
Serious pressure.
financial pressure on you.
Financial pressure.
Hey, Betty.
Oh my God.
What is it for outside? You go hold you on chokehold like this yourself. Now you go really carry yourself. Say,
It's not happen.
Okay, guys, we've spent too much time on this particular question. So my next question now goes to you, Jared. What do you think about ladies or guys that don't give access to their partner? Like ladies or guys that don't give access to their partner, like their phone access to their partner. Do you think it's right, or do you think they are doing something that is awkward, that is not wrong?
What wrong now? What wrong? Why you want my password? What do you define?
So now you are saying you cannot give access to your partner.
See that access, make I break them down on the school of thoughts. Number one, you say access. Even for instance, maybe you won't make call with my phone. It's normal that I can give you to make call. Call no go last more than how many minutes? 10, 5 minutes, depending on how long. But when you can't be like, babe, let me go check your phone. When they check my picture, when they go my chats, you don't invade my privacy. Oh, sorry, brother. You don't invade them. I can't give you my password because the thing is, once you have that thing, that notion in your mind that I'm looking for something, the thing where you define and you go see.
But on a day relationship now, you're not supposed to hide anything to your partner if you're in a relationship.
I'm not hiding that. See, even if I love you, it gets certain level of privacy where you could need on your own. Not everything I will tell you as a boyfriend, and not everything as a boyfriend will tell me as a girlfriend. I be a lie. Some things, guys, they be just between you, myself, and I know.
Things like waiting. Where you know if you tell your boyfriend.
Personal things when you make your boyfriend
explain to us. Personal things like waiting where you know if you share with your boyfriend.
Number one.
Wait. Now you know your boyfriend never
see you look at it as a hot girl I be. I guess other guys too. As the saying goes, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. I be, you don't be so you talk So why you won't call invade me? At the end of the night, I can't serve me breakfast.
That's to say they hide something. Be that. That's why you know.
I'm not there hide anything.
The truth is, you're hiding
protecting. I'm only protecting my financial investors. What that?
But then again,
that is your trying out of it for your partner.
I'm not there hide. I show you my investor.
I understand with what she's saying. I understand with what she's saying. Right?
So you're saying it's right. So
I'm not saying it's right.
Partner or hide stuff from your partner.
No, there are situations that happens, right?
Yes.
Why will my boyfriend just come up to me and say, "Oh, I need your password"?
He must not come up to you. You guys are in a relationship.
Okay.
Like it just happens that you guys can easily access your phone. Do you get?
I live for those moments. I don't have a problem with it. I can tell you, okay, you want my my password. Now this is my password. It's not a problem.
So you don't have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem, but I have a problem with we have an issue, and you are consistently telling me, open your phone, let me see. That's the problem. I don't like that.
Oh, wrong now.
Like, no, don't put me under pressure. Let it flow. I think I live for love. Let it flow.
Okay, now
Lover
you
girl,
seize
Betty.
Yeah,
you
that
seize
is
the access. You seize the access because there's now a problem.
Yeah, I seize the asset because I feel like he's trying to look for
So
something.
if there's no problem, you can actually give him access
Sweet.
to
I
it.
don't have a problem. I think
You don't
everyone
have
has
a
access to my phone. Yes.
Now, wow.
Yeah.
Problem or no problem?
Yes, he knows. Yes, he has access to my phone. I think they fine.
That's nice.
What do you define? I'm your sister.
Oh my god.
What do you keep when you want to
Oh
carry?
my god. No, I think it's about the mindset,
My
Sha.
mindset
surprised,
something,
though.
Betty. What do you
I'm
define?
surprised,
For my,
though, like-
what do you define? What do you
when-
keep for there?
Yeah, this thing, you don't plan this thing, so that's how love works. So you don't plan love. Oh. You're not sitting on a fence. Like you are inside already. Right? So you're not even calculating, you are vulnerable. Love exposes you to vulnerability. So there are situations you don't even plan. It just happens.
So what's the craziest thing you can do for love? Let me ask you
The
this.
craziest thing I can do for love.
Yes.
Huh.
That
You don't think I'm too times so.
because you sound like you so much believe in.
Yes, I live for love.
You get. So tell me, what's that extent you can go for to show someone that okay, I love this person?
Extent.
Yes.
Do I need to show it?
Betty, don't they change your mind now?
Like you don't need
Love
to
somebody,
prove
you have to
anything.
show it. The person has to feel that okay, this person loves me. This my girlfriend loves me.
Oh, he just knows. I am always there. You can call me. I love you. I can show up. You show up.
There's one thing with love. You have to reassure the person by saying.
Of
them
course,
and
my love
doing
language
stuff.
is showing up.
Yeah.
That's that. But you cannot talk about love without those things, Sha.
Do you get?
Yes, but if you're talking about extent is how long can I hold on to not cheat? Is that what you mean?
No, okay.
You can be part of it now. Can be part
Let's say you're in a relationship that you both love yourself very well, like
Okay.
very very well, and your partner, let's say, cheats on you,
Okay.
and he comes to you and sincerely apologizes to you. Can you forgive that your partner?
See one life.
No, Betty talk at him. Say you love again.
Oh my god.
Your stomach get done the.
I'm the only
Better
for
try to
problem.
say like
Let me be
this,
honest.
yeah.
Let me be honest.
Honest.
See, many people abuse privileges too much because you know that a woman will always forgive because of the societal norms. But trust me, I might too, but things might never be the same again.
So you can forgive him if he cheats on
I
you.
can't forgive a cheating partner.
Wow, that's interesting. Julius, can you forgive your cheating partner?
You don't see my face now. What do you?
Oh my God.
How you want to convince me say if I forgive you, no go do am again? What be the reason why you even cheat in the first place?
Okay.
Why? Because that question mark is today nobody fit answer am.
No,
I-
the reason be say,
Eh.
the reason be say probably one
I
day
don't
no they send them DM since
Yeah.
when no they respond.
Mm.
Then you
One
know
or
now
two
na
things.
man him be.
One or two things.
Na man him be. Then one day he don't go there with him boys.
Mm.
You don't drink more alcohol. You understand? Then at that time the girl come DM am, come send her some
She
kind.
go enter your eye for that
He
time.
come enter, he come go
Aye.
cheat. Then he go still come back and tell you say I cheat. You go forgive her.
No problem now. Carry on, baby. What a woman can do, what a man can do, a man can do better. You
So you're
cheat.
saying you
You
got
cheat. See, you cheat, no problem. You go do okay. But me too, I go get other options.
that's you're saying you go cheat on your
It's my own now.
Well, the truth is, let me.
your husband, your partner cheats, you go cheat.
If see,
So many people are
that
different.
cheating, if I can't take that cheating, I know so that cheating go fuck my mental well-being. Say I no go feel cool for that relationship. I go just leave you. But if I say okay, I still like this guy based on one or two things when they do. I can endure with you, but I go stitch it for your back. And I know they hide them. Now they plain facts.
Oh well, there's always a woman's breaking point. Maybe her breaking point is that one, but you see my breaking point. For me, I can forgive and forgive and forgive. Oh.
Roche Rosemary.
But
Why am I feeling like
hold
you're
on.
just trying to be so sweet?
so sweet. That's the problem.
No, you are being so.
I'm being so sweet.
How can you be
No,
forgiving for
no,
this?
hold on.
You don't forgive me, forgive me. Jesus, right?
Ah.
My kind of
No,
face.
Jesus, rest for self. No, I bet.
I'm not being
Getting suspicious.
I'm not being
You cannot. You
Hold
cannot.
on, let me
You cannot
learn.
be sweet all the time.
Oh no, let me learn.
Yeah, land.
See, there's always a breaking point for me. Oh. I might forgive you so much, then it is the slightest of things that you think I will not pick on that I will just pick up. And on that day, there's no going back. That's my problem. Like, I am so tolerant to the point that I don't have a problem with all these things. I can forgive you, no problem. You kiss me, baby, I'm sorry. I am just naturally wired like that. But you see, there's one very tiny thing that you feel like
we no reach.
yeah, we no reach the cheating. No, it
But what
just
thing be that
trigger
tiny thing?
the entire nervous system.
Waiting that tiny thing.
Tell us. Tell us.
We no reach cheating.
It just happens. So it just
happens.
happened. But to be honest, you cannot disrespect me to my face. But because you are so used to this norm, you unconsciously do it one day with the slightest of things. And I might just pick on that thing. And if you even try to explain to somebody else that, this is what Bethel did, that they're like, this small thing, it just happens. And because of that small thing, I cannot even go back again. Because it's that one I've decided to hold. Like, no, it's enough. So, and I think most Nigerian women are like that. We endure for so long. We endure domestic violence. We endure cheating partners. Then one day, something just triggers her. Before you know, you read on the news that a lady cut off her husband's penis.
Oh, down.
That's true.
Now I'm wild, bro.
Have you not seen it?
No, man. I'm like,
you read in the notes that one woman slept and because she stabbed her husband because crazy things are happening.
You see, I know why they say maybe cheating just they normal. Okay, well, that's okay.
So that's way over.
Got my prick.
It's way over. You get my it's way overboard.
It's a prick. Now, the wicked person.
I'm not wicked. You see now you're saying I'm wicked. I'm not saying I would do that, but I'm telling you that people with the same personality or temperament as me are most likely to go completely overboard when it is too much, which is bad. So me personally, I'm even trying to work on it. You see that my friend sister I was telling you about, do you know what she advised me? She said for somebody like me, when I'm offended, I should trash it immediately. I should not always overlook. And I think I've been using it recently.
Yeah.
I'm somebody that if you offend me, but I'm too tolerant, I know they see am. You do it 3 times, I know they see. You do it 4 times, I know they see.
Man, they say one time I don't sharp.
You see why we're different, Abby?
You know they see boy.
They ignore it because it's not really. I'm not really feeling. I don't think I should waste so much time on
based on say you be lover girl.
Because I'm a lover girl. Then all of a sudden one day, maybe you just hit my leg or you just make some kind of careless statement. Oh God,
you can't leave him.
I'm not so nice.
They can't give room for cheating, Abby.
Do you know that because of say you don't accumulate to your mind.
That's the
you
thing.
Don't feel your chest.
That's the thing.
You understand? Now maybe you just hit your leg. Now you don't spark up.
That's just an example. That's just an example. I'm just saying that's how it is for me. I'm not saying it's a good trait. I like her personality.
But you know, because of say person hit your leg, you break up with that.
It's just
that one guy don't do your mind. It's not like that. What they say it's a kind of but you know the reason one guy.
One guy, no.
No, it's not bad. About a man.
When the guy first cheat that first time, you forgive him. Second time he cheat, forgive him. Maybe that second time when he cheat, one boy don't go hire you.
Oh my God.
I think he hire you. The next message they follow now, what's your account details? You understand? Then you can't send them the account details. He credit you.
What's that?
Block for your account.
At that point, if I cheat, I train.
No, that happen.
What
Once that money enter, your boyfriend if you just come and see no 20.
My sister, once you don't get lifetime investor, your boyfriend go dey piss you off.
Why are you passing?
Are you crazy?
Why
are you mad? Are you mad, fam?
Why? Man, because of that.
I beg.
That.
Don't see money, Betsy.
Sometimes it's not about escape routes. It's just you making up your mind.
Not the escape route, style.
You don't just understand. It's not about you making up your mind that okay, I am
what
done.
Make you make up your mind?
You don't see money now. What did they talk, Betsy?
It's not because of the credit card.
I don't shine. You are sure money.
You don't make up your mind when they break you.
The chest stamp.
La pass, a peasant pass. Nothing stupid. For the father.
I'm not free to leave a nigga. All was of consider.
Wait till make you change your mind because of that alas.
It's not about the alas. That's why people's personality.
Make I ask you, Betty. Wait till me a good talk for that song we see that time. Betty no feel leave a nigga. What's up, babe?
I don't understand.
That does not really her boyfriend. Based on say she get boyfriend. But when one or two don't they enter, Betty I tear. Now what's happen to you for this scenario?
Not be me.
Now you
We just talk in case.
We don't talk am.
In case.
Why you people can't treat somebody's personality?
Who they now tell
Don't-
me
don't-
to Betty?
It doesn't happen like
Such the blush, Betty.
Oh no.
Betty, but you pass a check.
Okay.
Just be sincere to yourself. Waiting won't make you vex because your boyfriend just passed.
Yeah.
You do it again. Once
that.
when you pass, you don't hit your leg.
If it don't be past now, if it be on.
I don't know.
Wait,
Give me any.
is it okay?
Give me any.
Okay, let's say. Okay, let's say for example.
Small thing when you go to night, go don't make you vex.
Like
So,
let's say for
why that
example.
small thing go vex you? Say big thing no vex you.
You know why? You know why? Because subconsciously you have stored up these things in your mind. There's this small storage of all the things he has done, and it's just there. Maybe one faithful morning is accumulating. Maybe one faithful morning, this particular period of mine comes with a different kind of feeling and cramps. Maybe I have one terrible hormonal imbalance that is really shaking me more than all those days. And I just see one small thing, maybe one Victoria calling him on his phone, and I'm like, why is this Victoria calling you now? Maybe I've been seeing the Victoria since, so and I'm not even picking it up. But you see that very day that my hormones are playing tricks on me. You see that very day that it's not so good. It's the worst time of the month for me. I can just fly up.
And you can break up.
But it's hormones we don't day now, Betty. Hormones we don't
I
day.
know, but you don't really plan this
And
thing.
you can
They
break
just
up with him
happen.
because Victoria is.
Because of that, they call like on the vet.
Okay, let's even assume that all those times that he
I
has
can
been
understand with you that okay, probably you're going through some maybe personal stuff that is happening
Yeah.
to you at that particular time,
and he triggers it.
and it triggers it.
Yes.
But that trigger will not get to the point whereby
Saying
It does get to the point for me.
you are done with this relationship
And I'm not even talking about
because
men who.
because of one call that is coming in. No, something that must have triggered it.
something will lead to one.
Yes.
Probably you are already considering somebody you are considering.
No,
already.
that's not an escape.
Yes.
route.
Somebody
It doesn't
you are
happen
considering
like that.
somebody, and
Before
that
anything will
hormonal
explode,
imbalance
the
to
one guy-
join. Now I say
Because it's
man,
a
don't
one and
leave
they
this boy
dodge am.
to
Why are you giving an excuse for always
Not the excuse, na reality now, Betty.
now. You know why? So now I'm being very practical. I'm not even mirroring it down to relationship alone. I'm talking about the other people that.
Sorry.
Oh, why am I always sitting this mic? I'm talking about the other people that might maybe have the same traits as me as an individual.
Okay.
If you ask two of my friends, I don't really have so much friends, but I know so much people. But if you ask maybe like two people that really knows me, which house?
Yes.
If you tell you say, Kai, this girl to the verse, you know this girl not the verse. You never verse for your life. I'm like that, shouting, win, hyper. I am like that. Then maybe one day now, this thing that you've been doing to me every day, maybe I give you clothes to wear, these are sleep, I know they see them. Because maybe I wear my clothes to sleep too sometimes. I don't really pick things on issues like that. Maybe one fateful day I just went to your house and that same polo that I gave you that I used to always wear to sleep, that maybe sometimes I wear to sleep as well. Oh, it will come vex me on that very day. How far, why are you wearing my clothes to sleep now? What's the meaning of
normal.
this? And you will not be
No,
asking
it
me
is
that.
normal.
You will not be asking me that. Now, wow, why are you picking on it today? Is this the first time I'm wearing it? Then I'll now go like, because I've not complained since, do you think it's a good thing? Or do you
My
feel
point
like I
is
should
this
not?
now, better.
That is practical example. You don't plan this thing, so Sonny. You don't plan
I need
it.
to, but
It just
something must have triggered.
it's not because anything triggered me at that point. Maybe I'm not just in the best place. And I just decided that, oh no, let me put an end to this.
That that best place that because one guy
Something has happened somewhere.
What happened?
Something have happened somewhere that
What really happened?
triggers that thing. I'm telling you, it cannot just
What really
happen like that.
happened, though?
I'm telling you this thing for fact.
This man will
Because-
always be your DM. Oh. You just decided today that, okay, it's enough. Let me test what.
then you pick the other one and continue the race.
That's not
You
where
don't see him now.
I'm saying
it's
that.
already there.
I'm saying that, okay.
Now
okay,
it's time for you now to just make your decision that okay, let me just test the water.
I test
But
what
since you've been holding yourself, you don't
the
test
chest
the
down,
water.
the chest down.
Now the only reason why
Okay.
the only reason why you want to stop the relationship, you want to put an end to it because of the call that just came into his phone is because
Because
you have
because-
decided that you want to go and test the water.
What if there's something else that made you do that? What if there's something else? Maybe you just decided that, okay, you want to really be all about yourself. You want to be on your self-development.
For just call that.
But
came
just go away, come inside.
That
Based on
is
thinking
like-
God, now you want to think of yourself and development plan.
now. Man will come once in maybe in the future.
Vicky, you don't
but
dey
at
cheat.
that
That the
point,
conclusion
you are
is that
done.
Vicky don't dey cheat. So it was our next
It's
question.
not always about cheating. Oh my god.
You know, enjoy-
There might not be one man somewhere. It might just be personal choice of, telling myself, okay, I'm done. Me, I have a breaking point. And when I reach my breaking point, I don't really have a reason. I just feel it within me that, okay,
But that your breaking point.
That breaking point, get question mark.
Activate them.
always, it
Big
happens.
thing, no fit activate that.
Most
breaking
times, it
point.
happens to me like that.
Small thing.
Most times.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so then my next question goes like this. Jura, do you think is actually cool for a guy to marry up?
See, this question, it depends on the level of maturity, state of mind of that particular guy. In first, for me, I always advise couples, when you get married, you should have up to like 4 accounts. One is a joint account. Everybody go decide, okay, you bring so amount, I bring so amount, get some emergency or whatsoever. You have on that accounts. If you know, okay, I'm kind of person that I love to travel maybe twice in a year, we can actually put some money in there. You can have a mortgage account, and you can have your personal account. That one, nobody get control over anything. If you do your money anything way like, I feel my money what I like. You understand? Because I always feel in financial independence in any kind of relationship. So if you're a guy now saying he's marrying up, if you don't get that matured mind to hold certain things, you go crash. And again, my gender, you see also, when we don't get some money like this past man, that man they suffer. That man they see shaggy for our hand. It might not be an intentional kind of thing, but there's just this extra ego we have on our wings when we know that I must see, I get past this guy. Number one, when it comes to cooking now, if you tell you say, you know what, let me just order for you, I'll go and get one house girl. That guy might be against you having a house, but because of say you get money, if you just wake up tomorrow morning, you can't see house girl for your house to cook. If you ask tonight, you go say, after I'm paying for
That's see finish.
See finish, don't they enter inside. So for me, a guy marrying up, see, they take, a very strong threshold for you to actually.
But why it be like that?
Because we women naturally.
Why it be like the society make her look like say it's okay for a lady to marry up, but it's not okay for a guy to marry.
Now because you see this your gender, when the woman don't okay, see, not necessarily now say, see, I go to show her power, say she get money past you. But as a man, you start having that inferiority complex. Even you, your own subconscious, like, going to say, it's like this girl's coming controlling for me. See her feel just the natural with you, but because of say, for your mind, say she dey end past you now, that envy don't they come inside. You get what I'm saying? So for me, that marrying up for guys, I know the advice I won't ask anybody to actually do it. Stick to your lead.
So if the guy no get money now, making no marry person with in life.
See, if you don't get money, if you don't get money,
make it just be.
No, see, even as a guy, be say you don't get money, marry girl will get money past you. Now what I talk say, that level of maturity gas day in place, because you get some things where you know go fit take. You get some things where she go do naturally. We say you as a guy, you can't just feel inferior. You get what I'm saying? Before you know, when they get conflict, when they get back and forth discussions, unnecessary. So for me, I'd advise to cut your coat according to your size. Marry up, I know the advice. Go for relationship, I know the advice.
But can you marry somebody that you are wealthy? They are like to do more than.
Anytime they ask me this question, I still go back to my one-time answer.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't really have a problem marrying a man.
But you are not always having a problem.
Hold on now.
You are not always having a problem.
Wait,
are you that sweet?
They're not that sweet. I just have my Betsy butter.
You're very sweet. Your boyfriend was really enjoying you.
Hold on, I have my values. Now the thing is, I don't have a problem so much with the finances. I'm not talking about seafood to chop.
Yeah.
But I'm very keen about intellectual independent men. I need you to proofread my work. I need you to teach me.
No.
Let me finish.
Sorry, let me just rephrase this question so that you understand. When I say marry up, it doesn't mean this guy is not doing anything.
It's not.
It doesn't mean this guy is broke.
Okay.
The point is, he has money, but you are doing.
You earn more than him.
Okay, I'm doing more.
Yeah, you earn more than him.
You earn more than him. Like you are more wealthier than the guy. Not like this guy is broke.
So you get money past him.
Now, you see a problem.
That's a problem they there because we men naturally, for this our agenda what we did, maybe we could not light ourselves. Once we don't know, say we don't pass, even our fellow woman by small inch, our wings they rise up.
Okay, Betsy, so you actually support, like you don't have issues when a guy is trying to marry up. You're cool with it, that's what you're saying?
Well, if it's a deliberate intention, like you are intentionally scouting out for ladies that are richer than you, I have a problem with it. But if it came or comes as true love, it just comes your way, and regardless of her being financially more stable than you are, you would still feel the same way. It's fine. But I have a problem with a man intentionally scouting out for ladies that are actually earning more than he is. It gives me this very kind of red flag feeling like, wait, is it that without me being richer than you financially, you would not come for me? Or am I your spec because I am financially overly stable than you are?
No, I'm just speaking based on like the general narrative, especially in this part of the world, whereby people feel that, like, especially in Nigeria, like people feel you it's not right for a guy to get married to someone that is like probably wealthier or financially stable than them. Reason is because to the guy, he might feel insecure. Probably she might want to intimidate him with her money or something like that. So naturally, in the eyes of the public, they just feel like, okay, the guy should have more money. Do you get?
There's always a natural human factor, regardless of how humble you think you are as a woman, right?
Yeah.
But then again, the truth is, there's no rule for this thing. A man should marry you if given the opportunity to. A lady should marry you.
Okay, it should not be a thing that, okay, it must be the lady that is marrying up.
Yes, no.
So if it happens, it happens. As long as you guys are in love,
exactly,
and it's fine.
I live for those moments. I always say this thing. There's no rule book to these things. But it's an issue when it's a trademark for you. You have to date girls that are rich. You are looking for ladies that are rich only. Or for a lady too, you are specifically scouting out for men that are financially well to do with. I have a problem with that system of thought already. But if it were the opportunities present itself, fine and good. Men should not be stereotyped by their finances. A lady should not be stereotyped for her finances as well. I mean, love is a natural thing. Nobody should put a stereotype to this thing that, okay, no, this is it. This
must come with this.
Exactly. But then again, I would not...
You know, money is a very important factor when it comes to relationship. You cannot put that away. Do you get?
Of course you cannot put that away.
You can love this person, but as long as the person is not financially stable, I don't think you want to continue that relationship or you want to go into such a relationship.
It depends though. It depends. No,
when the guy is not...
No, I'm not talking about broke. There's no food to eat kind of broke. I'm talking about, okay, you know that, to be frank, it's a very Nigerian thing that most ladies end up with people who they can see clear potentials with.
True.
Not necessarily physical money at that point in time. Me, I'm a very long-term oriented person. So I'm not really all about now. I can just see you and see the bigger picture. Okay. I like what I see. And this man is not a lazy man. Yeah. I'm not saying this because I'm on the camera. Me, I can be a good digger sometimes to people I don't like.
Okay.
Yes, people I don't like. I will bill you, God, I'm sorry, but... I'm being like Chris, as I know I don't really like this man. So any girl that is consistently billing you like that, just know that, see, is that this babe does not like me, or there's something. But honestly, it is very Nigerian. See, it's in us unconsciously. If I really like you, right? If I really like you, I don't think I want to stress you like that.
You like me doesn't mean you don't want that baby girl treatment.
I want baby girl treatment, but I am not stereotyping you for the baby girl treatment.
I feel if you love me and you are not really looking towards the money area, it's just going to be for a short while. Do you get? No, probably might give me just like maybe 2-3 years, and you're seeing that this guy still did this level, he never still like up his game. Trust me, you get fed up, and probably you have other guys that are well to do coming to your DM, like throwing stuff to you like for free. You get. It's going to affect the relationship.
But at this point, you're talking about the lady that married up. You're talking about the man that married up.
Yeah.
I am the rich one. Like, he married a wealthier lady now. So if I'm the one in this situation, it depends on the long term, like I said earlier. Somebody like me, I would make it an intentional and deliberate effort to make sure that we are growing to my level.
Right.
Yes, I am coming through. Because I have chosen you as my person, regardless of your financial...
But there's this thing that, okay, when women are more well, they are the one taking care of the house, they are the one paying most of the bills, they tend to look down on the man. Do you get? Making him feel less of himself. Like,
he doesn't have authority over them. They feel like, okay, yeah, I'm the one providing the most. So why would he want to command me or like throw me around? You get?
Oh, the truth is, if a man that knows that the wife is the breadwinner of the family, it's just reasonable that you take other responsibilities off her shoulder without it written on the wall. You know that, okay, your wife works with a 5-star multi-billionaire company and she goes to work as early as 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
It's just natural for you as a sensible man to wake up earlier than her to fix things in place. Quote unquote, maybe help out with the children that are going to school.
And because he doesn't have money.
Not because he
But if
doesn't
you have money, you should not help out.
Not because he doesn't have money. If he has money.
You said
No. I'm heading to. If he has money and our job description is still the same way,
should still help out.
you should still help out. That's me. I live for this moment. There's really no. See, the thing is, if he has money, right?
Yes.
He should still do the same thing.
What if they have a maid?
It's not a problem. There's understanding. What if I don't want a maid in my house?
And you want your husband to take the role of.
It's not like I want my husband to take the role of. I'm just saying that if my husband is seeing me continuously doing something, it's just reasonable to assist. But then if it's him that married me up as the wealthier person,
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you that.
But do you know, it's going to look very normal and natural when a lady marries up. Do you get? People see it as something that is normal. Like, yeah, a celebrity, it's the family celebrity, and nobody gets to like probably want to even say anything about it. But when it's the guy that is marrying up, that's when you start having some side comments and stuff like that. What does he do? Is he even wealthy enough? Like, do you get?
It's because of the family umbrella. It's already stated that a man is the head of the family. So it's like a norm. It's expected regardless of the stereotype. That's why we don't really get the why. But when you switch the cards, it's like, oh, why? Why did you marry him? He does not have money. He does not have shit. Why are you doing with that pauper? It's already a stereotype. Because the family umbrella is not built like that. The men are always on top based on hierarchy. They meanwhile the neck based on scripture. And you're like, okay, the man is the head of the family. Ideally, he's supposed to provide and all. Then me as a wife, I'm supposed to support. I'm not going to sit as a log of wood and all. But it's just sad because sometimes it's not always like that.
It's true.
There are times when, as a woman, I have to come in place. I have to stand for my husband. I think I've had this argument off the camera, and I was like, okay, if you are saying you cannot get married to a man that doesn't have money and stuff, do you know there are situations where you marry the world's richest man, and maybe 10 years into the marriage he bankrupts, and maybe inside that 10 years you have to stand still for like 2-3 years before maybe he comes to his feet. So are you saying that within those period of time you are going to show yourself because, hey, you are not the one that has money?
But that's what usually happens most times. The ladies begin to show themselves.
It's very sad. I don't like
happens,
it's
you know,
sad.
right?
I don't support my gender. I know, but it's really bad. So you have to consciously train yourself. Even men, so when you people have money, you can be very pompous and all that because naturally you are very egoistic. But then again, the society accepts that a man is supposed to be egoistic and pompous because he's always the head. That's a different topic. Let's not go into that.
Okay.
I
was going to ask you, what do you think about the society that usually feels like, okay, men are allowed to cheat, but the ladies, no, it's not allowed. It's like, it's awkward. There's this thing now where you hear like, okay, a married man cheats on his wife. People see it as, oh, it's normal, like no big deal. But once it's the wife that cheats on the man, it becomes a thing. Like it's going to stretch, and people like, she cheated on her husband. You get. So do you think
because of the society as well? There's no rule to this thing. It's just a typical African society. The typical African society supports a man's polygamous nature.
True.
But does not support a woman.
Because that's the culture. You get. It's a culture in Africa. Like in the northern parts, they still practice it till now. A man can be legally married to at least like 4 wives. Do you get? And it's acceptable. Do you get? I think it's something that have to do with the African culture and from our background as well. So it feels like when a wife is now doing the other way around, instead of
Everybody's raising an eyebrow. Why are you doing?
why are you cheating? Why are you doing like that?
Can you forgive a cheating wife?
Can I forgive a cheating wife?
Yes.
That's deep, actually. Can I forgive a cheating wife? Why would you go and cheat?
So no, this is not nice.
Can I forgive a cheating wife?
Yes. But do you expect me to forgive you as a cheating husband?
It depends on your personal opinion or what you think. If you can't forgive me, fine. But for me, it's going to be very difficult.
But do you not agree that you men cannot take what you dish out?
We cannot take what we dish out.
Yes.
Do you know women actually take a lot more than than you ladies?
Like what?
Like, we can actually keep things to ourselves. We can actually absorb things and just make it slide when we want to, when we choose to, unlike you guys.
Because you are not emotionally wired. Ladies are emotionally wired. I am an emotional being. You are more of tactical. You are more of tactics. No, it has to be like this.
But you know,
You are not more of, this is how I feel.
you know, when you talk about feeling, do you know it's actually the men that even love more than the women.
I
Do you
don't
know
think
that?
so. Men love, but women are more emotional.
Men love, but women don't. I don't feel like they love enough compared to
Why?
the men.
Why do you say that? Because always he has to have money, he has to have this.
That's because you guys always go for what benefits you. If it's not benefiting you, you are not in.
I don't think it's
But for a guy to date, like, let's say I see you now, I like you, I wouldn't consider if probably you are well to do, or I like you, that's why I'm coming for you. But me coming for you now, you now want to put in the factor that is this guy, can he spend on me? Can he buy me Brazilian hair? Can he do this one?
because men are attracted by what they see.
That's what I'm telling you. It's actually the man that love, not the woman.
We love actually, but it just takes a lot of work. A lot of work. I'm not even talking about financial work right now. It takes a lot of unfinancial work. It takes a lot of, okay, I like the way he talks, I like the way he teaches me, I like the way he touches me, I like the way he is in the other room.
After you like all those things, you have to like something, which is the money.
Why are you always
Because
about this money? Why are you always about this money thing?
Because you can
Why?
discuss a relationship matter without money. In fact, it will not work. Me, I'm 100 on that one. Like, I don't believe any relationship can work without money.
Okay, but you know, that money thing is more like a defense mechanism, because if you like a girl, unconsciously you're not even thinking about communication level. You're not thinking about her hygiene. You're not thinking about her brain. Why are you just pitching? Why is it your brain that, oh, she likes money too much?
No, I'm not comparing. I'm like, I don't have issues with ladies that like money. Do you get? Because is it not money? For the guys that have the money, we can give you the money, we don't care. Do you get? No. Now, for someone that is not like well-to-do, it's like a problem. Are you saying he can't go for that girl because, or that girl cannot accept him because it doesn't match to her standard? Do you get?
But why would you want to go for somebody that you know that you're not on the same level? You cannot be on a 5 and you're looking for a 10.
But the girl can be on a 5 and she's looking for a 10.
I'm sorry, in most cases, those ladies that are looking for a 10, did they hear her way? They might not necessarily not want to come out and say it. But the truth is, if I'm on a 5 and a man that is on a 5 comes, no problem. But if I'm on a 5 and a man that is on a 1, as I'm talking to you now, I might most likely not even give him audience. It's not because I'm stereotyping. No. We are not on the same level. IQ, conversations, you will not even understand me. Before somebody wake up and be asking me, why did I use 200,000 to buy a wig? How do I want to explain myself that it's normal? How do I want to start explaining this kind of wahala now? So at the end of the day, we are the cost of our own predicament.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, just get like a partner that you guys understand. You guys are on the same page, because you can get married to you can actually have a partner that is well to do and he still have a problem with you going to like use like 300,000 naira to get a week.
Yes, because people have to spend their money.
You get, and you guys are not on the same page. And you can still have a partner that is well to do, that loves designer, so he will like you when he see you putting on this, spending money on designers, buying luxury hairs and all of that. So I don't think it has to do with the money thing. It has to do with the individual. If they like this particular lifestyle you want to live, or this particular lifestyle you crave, you get. So it's not just the money. You can have the money and yet you are not cool with the way this person is spent.
Yeah, they're not on the same level.
Do you get? So it should be like an understanding, like you guys understand, you guys are on the same page, you like similar kind of thing. Because I have a friend, she was telling me that there's this guy she dated. The guy loves designers. Do you get? So each time they go out and she sees like a designer wristwatch or probably a designer bag, and she picks it up, the next thing he said, do you like this? She said yes, and he'll just swipe his card to pay for it because that's what he likes. He goes out on his own, he gets himself designers wristwatch, designers shoes, designers. So it will be very easy for him to spend on his girlfriend because that's what he loves. Do you get? There can be a guy also that has money, but he's not a fan of designers. They just want to get normal clothes, and he doesn't see himself spending too much money on designer stuff. So you now being his girlfriend and you love shopping for designer stuff, it's going to be kind of awkward to him, and he will not really feel comfortable seeing you spend such amount of money on designer's clothes. You get?
At the end of the day, it's still cut your coat according to your size, based on thoughts, based on lifestyle, based on. But you must not even be on a 50-50 with your partner in most cases. It could be a 70-50.
True.
But when it's a 200 and a 50, the gap difference is so much. Like, it just takes a lot.
That's a lot.
Actually, there's something you said about cut your coat according to your size. Of late, me, I don't used to believe cut your coat according to your size. So this is from we behind the behind the scene, behind the camera. Yeah, cutting coat according to size, because if you keep cutting your coat according to your size, you will not get anything. Your size will always be your size. So you need to
you can never
bigger size.
bigger than your size.
You get.
Yeah.
Oh, but well, the cut your coat according to your size was you cannot, as a man, be trying to build, and you are sending a girl on IG a DM, somebody that is in Seychelles, Maldives, and you're sending a DM, somebody that travels 4 times a month to all this place for relaxation, and you are a government worker of 150K. How are you supposed to meet up with that? Why are you stressing yourself? At the end of the day, that she tells you she wants to fix her nails of 100,000, if you say, hey God, my salary. That's what I mean. So you are the cause of your predicament at the end of the day, right? She might pretend for a while, but what is inborn is inborn. They say it takes 21 days to build up a character or a habit or whatever, I don't know. But what I mean is she has been like this for a very long time.
Sure.
How is she supposed to all of a sudden? It's just an example of what these girls are dating, Yahoo boys. You date these boys for so long. Sorry, I had to bring that. I'm not. It's a very sensitive thing to say here, but like,
It's fine.
How do you expect these girls to cope with somebody who does not do fraud, and he works and earns monthly? How do you expect her to cope when she's used to fast money? It's very difficult, right? So, like, why are you going for this girl that has dated, all the people she has dated in this her life is fast money, fast money, fast money, fast money? She does not understand what it means to know her for a while. She does not understand patience. She does not understand the 30 days rule of earning. Why are you stressing yourself as a man? Why?
Okay.
Actually, I have something to say.
Okay.
I have something to say actually, because if you consider how ladies are so attracted to the good life, and they always seem to toe that line continually without actually checking what it does to their mentality and what it does to their psyche, then you see why we are going through a very, very, very dangerous slope. Every single lady, right, when they were born, there's a standard of living that their parents could afford. They could have maintained it for, say, probably 15 to 20 years of their life initially.
Yeah.
Then, let's say, when they are, out of the 20s and becoming like young adults. They now meet all those, big boys, and they now ball and ball and ball, and they live the best kind of life. Then when they're now reaching their late 20s and 30s, their life now started returning them back to status quo.
Oh my God. I didn't try to shade those. I don't understand.
When life started returning you back to status quo,
Yeah.
and then the suitors that were coming like so fast
I'm no longer there.
are no longer there. Then you are now so used to that life. Then you now start discovering that actually you were actually meant to actually be more. You needed to moderate your own expectations and how you lead life, so that you would not become so used to what you have now, become, then to not become a problem for somebody else to actually meet up when you are no longer even as valuable as, the next young 16 or 17 or 18.
But me, like I always say, don't get caught up in the system, right? Because there's a lifestyle and there's a life we want for ourselves. So the lifestyle is the expected jai, like you said. Every girl wants to meet with people that like to spend and all. But amongst all of this, there's always the traditional values of what we were bettered into. Traditional value of how my mom and dad were growing up. Traditional value of regardless of all this thing I'm doing, I am not very adamant on the opinion that a man should be like this.
True.
I am very flexible. Me like this, very flexible. I can switch and they say, well, I don't know how I do it, but somehow, if I'm in certain situations, I just blend. If I'm here, I could just blend. And somehow it has affected other areas of my life. If I'm with you now, Sonny, I am currently maybe dating a different type of man that has a different kind of personality and we're waxing strong. Do you know if I'm dating you right now, I have a way of blending, like trying to learn you from the scratch to make sure we do not have issues, right? So I feel like every lady should not be so adamant about expectation in life, especially when it comes to the man. I could still be the girl who travels 10 times a month.
So depending on the particular guy
Yes.
you were dating.
Depending on
that
who I'm
particular
with.
time.
Yes. And depending on what I want and depending on what I see. Yes. And I could still be the girl who is very understanding. I don't have a problem with it. This is a different time, a different life, a different person. I am that flexible. I don't know how I do it, but it has always been the case for me. So, but like, I feel like every other person out there should be like that, regardless of gender. As a man, as a woman, as whatever people identify as. Some people used to identify as what these days. I don't know, that's a different thing entirely. But
That's a topic for
that is something for another day, guys. But regardless, you should be as flexible as possible. As flexible as possible, because if you are not flexible, you just wake up one day and realize that your school of thought died in 1997 and it's 2034.
That's true. Not everybody's as thoughtful as you are. Like the way you broke it down and explain it. I can tell you that majority of ladies will not say this way. They just believe that if he's not rich, he's not rich. I cannot go for him. I cannot manage. Is it that he's rich or he's rich? Do you get? So,
But you know what? If I am like this, there should be somebody else like this. So it might not be, the percentage might be, the ratio is very low.
very low.
What to want a better lifestyle.
No, I don't have a problem with
problem
you
with
wanting
it
to have a better lifestyle.
But when life
It should
throws
not be
these
you
things
putting pressure on the
on
person
this,
or
yes.
making it look like, okay, this person has to be like this before I can date this person, or this person,
It's not fair.
as long as you cannot afford this thing, you are not in my class. But if eventually the person becomes rich, you can now date the person. Do you get? It's not right. You want a better life. You want to improve your standard of living. You can also work for it, not hoping that when you date this guy, he'll be the one to change your life for you. That's not. It doesn't work like that.
And let me tell you what we girls do. When we do these things, we forget that we have brothers, we have fathers.
Do you get?
Because I want my brothers.
Because
to
that
treat
life you are even sometimes that life you crave. It's not fair actually
fair, honestly,
on men.
It's not fair.
It's not fair on men.
It's not fair. But sometimes it pushes you men to do it.
Yeah, and when could that was?
We are okay with it. In fact, as it is right now, we don't even have problem spending for the ladies if we have the money. It's not a problem.
Once we have that money, we don't care. Do you get? Is it the Brazilian hair you want? Is it the luxury lifestyle you want? Once we have that money, it's not a problem to us.
But it's not money that makes those kind of relationships sustainable at the end of the day. Like I said initially, I'm very long-term oriented. How long do I want to buy the Brazilian hair? It's a tired person. I want the good life. Yes, I want to travel to Maldives. I want to travel all around the world, to Paris, to everywhere.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it is me and you that is in the house. What is sustaining us? They are even the little things that this money will not buy.
But do you know the problem? The problem we have now is most people go into a relationship without thinking of the long term.
It's a problem.
Do you get? No, as far as people marry these days without the goal of what is the future going to be like. They only want to marry for the now, what they can see now. As long as you are doing well, you are good, like you can give them that lifestyle they want. They are cool with it and they'll get married to you.
That's why you see that. The next 5 years, the rate of divorce in this country will be crazy.
No,
5 years ago.
Right now.
Like the rate of divorce is crazy because at the end of the day, what do you like from this man? If minus money, minus all these things, God forbid his one leg gets amputated.
I'm sure there are so many girls right now.
It's crazy.
I'm sure there are so many girls that watch this video and they were like, "What is this girl saying? Is she okay at all?" Like, she's just blabbing. I'm sure she cannot date a guy that does not have money. Some girls are like that. They feel like if it's not money, it's not it. They cannot date you.
Yeah,
they cannot.
Small-minded people. I believe that people that are not small-minded can understand this thing even without saying it. If it's about the money, I can make money now. I will hustle. I be babe. I did work. I will use my entire body and look for.
How many babes want work? How many babes?
Oh,
they just want the soft.
I'm speaking for the people that like their money, please, not the other way around.
You can like your money.
I don't understand.
You can like the money, but you see that free money. That free money is sweeter.
I know it's sweet. But me, I want to see this in a long term sustainability. What is sustainable? What can be sustainable in the next 10 years?
That's
yes, you end up becoming very sad. If it's money that used to detect your happiness, right? You end up becoming very sad because you have so much money that you realize that, okay, money is not the problem. What next? Now there's so much money. You've always wanted money. Somebody has given you $50 billion. Hey, the money is so much. It's not so much. $50 billion. So you want money. They don't give you money. I see the money now. You get bored of the money. Like, okay, you bought the whole world. I had this Dangote's interview. I can't remember. I don't know if it was real. So one interview like that, and he was saying that when he realized he had money was when I think he went to the bank. He told them to withdraw all the money from his account, and he took it home. Then he realized that okay, this is my money at the end of the day.
No,
it just made me like, hey, okay. Then he took it to my. He was like, oh, I have money at the end of the day. Oh God. So you know, growing up, there are times when. There were times where I grew up that I couldn't even buy jean trouser. Jean trouser was so hot that period. Like you had jean trouser, you're a big girl or a big boy.
Yes.
But you know, now I can't. I don't even think I own up to 5 pairs of jeans. It's not because I cannot afford it, but there's money to buy it. But I maybe because I don't feel like I need it now. I don't need so much. So what else? So now that I have the money to buy these jeans, what am I doing? I don't buy.
But you have to get to that point before you can decide. You cannot be in a point where you don't have and you want to behave like this. You have to get to that level.
Okay, but
you can
know
decide
what?
that, so this stuff I don't really want it. It's not all about the money.
Mindset. It's the mindset that has kept me.
Yeah.
It's the mindset that has kept me. If I was there with 0 jean trouser and I did not die, I don't think anybody would die. If I was there with less than 100,000 in my account and I was waxing strong, I was happy within myself, I don't think you should be sad about yourself just because you are seeing somebody else that has 10 billion naira. We've been calling money here. Oh my God. I'm not saying that at the end of the day, there's no excuse for lack of contentment, regardless of your situation. You can't tell, there's no excuse. Because at that time, what kept me going at that time was because I know that, okay, if he comes, fine. If he doesn't come, fine. Everybody should have that kind of mentality. If not, you just die one day.
No, everybody cannot have that.
It's a very good mentality. It has kept me for a long time because if you
That's because you are patient.
Yes.
And you know that, okay, you are heading somewhere.
Yes.
You have plans. You have plans. But there are so many girls out there that they don't want to do anything. They just want the money. Do you get? And they are not patient enough to wait for the right time for this money to come. They just want it now. They live for the now, not for the future. Do you get? If it's not coming now, then it's not it. They cannot do. So that's why you see them going extreme, doing extreme things like going to date way older men, doing crazy stuff for money. Do you get? So not everybody is going to think the way you think. Do you get? Especially in this age and time, most girls just want that quick money, that baby girl life treatment, that they just want to sleep and wake up and the money is just rolling in. You get? Nobody wants to work for the money. They just enjoy spending the money. That's the problem we have now.
And you keep getting those people because you keep getting men that encourage them.
The men, I don't think the men have problem with it because they have the money. So it's more of like a transactional stuff now.
It's a circle now. It's a circle because men are encouraging this set of girls. This set of girls are discouraging the people that like being patient.
I don't think the problem is from the men. Do you get? It's a market. You bring what you want to sell. I have money to buy it. As long as I have the money to purchase that thing you want to buy, then I don't think it's my fault paying you for what you want to sell.
Okay, then it's transactional.
Because if it's not in the market, I cannot buy it. Do you get? But as long as in the market, no matter how expensive it is, there's somebody out there that is willing to pay that amount, that can afford that amount. In fact, that will triple that amount for you. But if you are not in the market, I don't think it's up for sale. So nobody is going to buy it. There are other girls that they don't care. They are cool with the little thing they have, and as long as they are working on something to get somewhere in the nearest future, they are contented with it. But what is the percentage? Like I said, it's very, very low. Most of these girls these days, they just want the quick money, the easy money, the money they don't have to do plenty of work. They just want that baby girl lifestyle.
Then I think our parents should do more work. I said our parents doing more work is societal influence, social media, and the rest. But then again, I will always say this thing: there's no excuse for these characters. There's no excuse for these things. It's intentional. It's on purpose.
True.
I make my decisions because I want to make my decisions. You cannot influence me. Okay, maybe there are traits that I might just want to consider because I feel like it will benefit me. But then again, at the end of the day, I have my decision to make. It all boils down to me.
The individual.
Yes, it all boils down to me. Do I want to wait or not? Do I want to cheat or not? Am I cheating because I don't want you hurt? Or am I cheating because it's against my moral values? Am I cheating because it's not benefiting me as a person, or I'm cheating because I'm trying to please you? Am I being contented as a lady because I feel like you have futuristic potentials, or I'm being contented because it's a virtue? Am I being patient because I feel like the patient dog is the fattest bone, or I'm being patient because I am working at my pace?
Yeah.
So you cannot live in self-deniability. You have to tell yourself the truth. What am I standing for? What am I for? And the moment you decide to be what you are for, unconsciously you start attracting people that are of like minds.
True.
It just happens. Like Francis was saying earlier, the world just comes together and put these things in place. You know, I've worked too much in my life that work really had me again. I don't even tire.
Yeah.
I don't tire. See, I've never been out of a job. I am tired because I want baby girl treatment. It's too much. And there are people that have never worked in their life and they never attract these jobs.
Do you get?
They don't attract it because they don't think of it. Maybe they just feel like they need to do it. It's not like it's in them.
Yeah.
They just, unconsciously, you see that you don't attract this thing. So
because you don't want it.
because you don't want it. But the moment you start thinking about it, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, you start doing things before you know, you start getting, it's like, it just happens like that. So at the end of the day, it is you as an individual that really determines the kind of life you want for yourself.
True.
What you want to attract, how you want to attract it, not by casting and binding and praying inside your room without effort. Faith without work is dead.
Yeah.
So it's just you. What do I want? How can I do it? How should I do it? And at the end of the day, it happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, it depends on the individual. To if an individual is if an individual is cheating, it's their personal decision.
Your personal
They've
decision.
made the decision from their heart.
From your heart.
So it varies. You get. So guys, thank you for staying with us to the end of this podcast. It has been an amazing session with
Betty Butter, Madame Lava Shaba, Shabalala Bulala, my niggas, aka your number one Shabalala baby of Africa, guys.
Thank you, Betty Butter. We hope to have you on another episode of Abuja Podcast again. All right, guys, I remain Sonny Simon, and we'll see you on our next episode.